he has you never know what's gonna like bother him. You can't you won't be able to figure it out before it actually happens, but once it happens, whatever it is that bothers him, it like really bothers him. Whitney brought it in, and he just did not like it since day one. He didn't like the face, he didn't like the way it was looking at him.
I don't like the Bobcat.
Why?
It's looking at me.
We all loved it. I mean, bad taxidermy is always something funny. I mean, cats are probably
one of the hardest thing to mount.
Yeah, it's one of the hardest things to mount. Like their faces are so sharp and their eyes and all that. So when people mess it up, it like really gives them a funky look, and that's why we all like the Bobcat so much. I mean, the guy just makes the office vibes that much better.
It's the Bobcat, man.
It looks like a house
Bobcat.
cat. It looks like a house cat.
It's Bobcat.
With it bothering him, obviously the decent thing to do from that point, knowing that it bothered him, was to with him with it from here on out. So that's exactly what we did. He'd be in meetings and we'd set it up and put it in the window while he was trying to talk to somebody because we knew it would throw him off track. I can't remember how it started, but Cody and I were talking about like a finale with the Bobcat, like making something really big happen, like a big splash. He told me that he wanted to anchor and drop the Bobcat, and I said that was a phenomenal idea, so I gave him the go-ahead. Full, clear go-ahead from me to do it.
Cody actually went and did a lot of work and put a lot of effort into this thing. And he dropped a Bobcat on Porter's face as he walked in his office first thing Monday morning, and it was freaking epic. I actually was scared for my life for like a split second. Porter turned around. I had a perfect view of it. He turned around with a bright red face, was pissed off beyond belief, and asked who the F did this, and was staring right at me. And I scared just a little bit. I thought I was going to be fired today. He was literally carrying a box of Girl Scout cookies. He was on the phone talking, and he dropped everything. It's all over his office. It was freaking epic. I love it.
We saw Cody getting ready for it this morning and kind of sneaking around and had his camera. And I knew something was up because Cody was here before I was here. And I thought, oh man, he's up to no good. And sure enough, he was in there rigging everything up, getting it just right.
The plan is basically to figure out a way to mechanically drop this thing in front of him when he opened his door up. So got to thinking a little bit, pulleys and ropes and an arm hanging out. I attached a rope to the door handle, and then I attached a pulley behind it on the wall. The rope then went up and over the door to a pulley that was on an arm extending out from a different wall, and then the cat hung from that, so when he opened the door it would give slack on the line, would in turn give slack on this pulley, and the cat would drop.
I am unbelievably impressed with how perfectly at eye level, and the cat peering, it was like dark in the back of the office, but like the light was coming through the window. So I don't know if you planned logistically or like mechanically for that, but I am unbelievably shocked how well the cat dropped at eye level, perfectly peering like into the light, but the back of him being into the dark. It was incredible. Absolutely incredible.
When Porter walked in, everybody got totally silent. The minute he walked past, we all kind of did one of these. Looking over at his office. He opened that door, that Bobcat fell.
Jesus Christ!
I was under my desk so fast, it scared the crap out of me. He was spitting and yelling, who the F did this? Cody totally owned it, and we were all looking at each other like, farewell, good soldier. Thought this was Cody's last day, but...
I mean, I didn't love that I was like reacted the way I reacted. That's just the way it went down. That's just raw reaction. I was caught off guard. As you could probably guess, that thing flew out of the ceiling, and I was on a conference call, and imagine the guy on the other side of the phone saying, what just happened? And I'm like, so sorry. It scared the crap out of me.
So I walk in here, I'm like, so did we get the full reaction? And then the immediate answer is no. He stopped filming. Cody stopped filming. I'm like, well, why did Cody stop filming? Why'd you stop filming?
I stopped filming I was filming from the other side of the office with a long lens, and when it actually went down, I literally thought I was going to lose my job. He was so pissed off. Like, the thought of you giving me the okay to do any of this was so far out of my mind with the reaction that Porter had that I legitimately was like, oh man, maybe I actually took this one too far.
I don't like f***ing scared. You guys know that. That's very, very quick. That's why it was done. It was okay. Everybody knows what's going on. I apologize.
I thought I was done here.
And look, if you're going to go as far as he went, don't quit on the 1 yard line. So yeah, as things settled down, I was actually pissed about that. It was weird too, because I walked in the office and I saw Cody in like the engineering bay talking to, he's never over there. You know, his office is back here, and I'm like, that's weird. Good morning, Cody. Happy Monday. And he didn't really say much. I'm like, I thought it was slightly odd. I'm like, that's weird. Why is he over there? And then this happened, right? And yeah, he's right there with the perfect angle. So if you're gonna go through all this trouble of this prank, you don't quit on the 1 yard line.
I'm happy you have a smile on your face now.
Oh God, I thought our videographer was getting fired on the spot. He was so mad. I know he was mad, but I just could not stop laughing. Technically, the videographer, Cody, and Lorenzo came up with the idea, and they were like, we need a t-shirt. And right then I was like, I'm in. I got this. The first one's just actually Porter's face in like a 50s style beer shirt, basically. And then Buster Bob's, the busted Bobcat is, I mean, he's the other inspiration. You can't really beat that. Yeah, we're going to do a pre-order on them, and they should be in about 3 weeks. And yeah, they're very limited, so if you want one, you got to get it while you can.
Well, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to defend myself, okay? I was getting ripped pretty good, but whatever, it's all good. It's for the betterment of goHUNT and the goHUNT community. If they can get a little chuckle. Not proud of how I reacted. Tried not to judge. Let's make this a judge-free zone. I blacked out.
We did our brand refresh on a really accelerated timeline. Like, this is the kind of thing that can take 6 months to a year, and we basically did it in a month and a half, and then QA'd it, got it live. In that process, we realized that on our old site, there was nowhere for someone to compare Explorer and Insider. They just didn't know. They could maybe see a landing page through an ad, but if they're on the site, there was no education. So we were like, okay, we can fit in a page that at least shows the difference, and it's not going to be perfect, but it'll do it. And it was on QA, it was on staging. We showed him, but he didn't think we showed him. And so he saw it, and he was like, well, what the hell is this? We're driving all this traffic here. And I'm like, we're not driving any traffic here. This page didn't exist until just now.
In a call, and you guys just barge in. Rebrand meeting.
Your second week of August.
I don't know what to call. So my favorite.
Nope. That's not rebrand.
Who do you guys think you are?
We're the content team. Don't you forget that. We should have like a badge, like we knock on people's door, content. We're coming in.
Can you bring your freaking security dog?
You guys talking brand refresh?
Actually, we are.
What are you talking about?
Trying to change the copy of for the page going live tomorrow. I feel like you guys playing a joke on me.
You're convincing me, but I agree with you that this needs more.
Monday, the product team started releasing out links internally to staging. So I started playing around on the site, and there's memberships now, right? Because we have 2 memberships now. And you click on the header, and that page I thought was it looked like a JPEG to me, and it looked very old school. I thought it was a placeholder, which is like a page where it's like the designers don't want feedback on it. It's just like, hey, this will be the membership page. This isn't the membership page, but this is a placeholder. So I didn't provide any feedback, and then I'm listening on the call, And then one of the guys references like, hey, like this page, like eventually this will change, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, wait, what? That's the real page? So I thought there was an opportunity to have a learning moment.
Porter just likes to freak out and kind of put everyone on blast for these sort of things.
I'm not trying to hold
He's
up
got
lunch.
fire in his eyes.
I thought that was a placeholder. That's how thrown off I am right now. So I'm just like, I can't tell if you guys are still playing joke on me or not right now.
We're not. He literally thought it was a joke. Yeah, that's fully genuine reaction. So now I do want to play a joke on him and design a really page, get it live somewhere, and then tell him, hey, here's the new memberships page. Do you like it?
Going to the board meeting yesterday, main guy comes in, he's like, new site looks incredible. But I do have one major feedback for you. Like, we can talk about it at the end of the meeting. And I was like, no, let's talk about it right now while it's fresh in your mind. He goes, pull up the new site. Scott pulls up the new site. He goes, looks amazing. What's going on with that membership button though? I click on that. What is this? And everyone starts dying laughing in the room on our side, you know. So.
Look here.
Oh my god, what the F is under your tube? What is that?